Telling lies is like eating honey, and telling the truth after lying is like vomiting honey. Welcome to section 28 of chapter 2 of the Holy Quran. It begins with sign 222, and it's explaining matters that might bother believers or that should bother believers. Mm. Explaining these things to Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, by God the Almighty through the angel Gabriel. وَيَسْأَلُونَكَ عَنِ الْمَحِيطِ وَيَسْأَلُونَكَ عَنِ الْمَحِيطِ. They ask thee concerning women's courses. Courses, courses, courses. In this part of the world, we say period, or others say period. When women expel blood from their bodies. So they ask the concern, they should, human beings should ask the, when women are in their periods or shedding blood, what happens? Do we have sex with them? So God is telling Muhammad, they was alunika anilmahi. They asked the concerning causes. Kul huwa azan. Kul huwa azan. Say they are a hurt and a pollution. They are a hurt and a pollution. Huwa azan. So azan here means hurt and pollution. فاعتزلوا الناس في المهيد فاعتزلوا النساء في المهيد. So keep away from women. Itazilu, keep away from women in their courses. في المهيد. ولا تقربوهن حتى يطهرن. And do not approach them, takrabuhunna, until they are clean, yathurna, or yatharna. Hatta yathurna, until they are clean. فإذا تطهرن فأتوهن من حيث أمركم الله. But when they have purified themselves, فَإِذَا تَطَهَّرْنَ, when they have purified themselves, فَأَتُوهُنَّ, ye may approach them. You may approach them as ordained for you by God. Hetu amarakum Allah, as ordained by God. Min hetu amarakum Allah. Inna Allah yuhibbu tawabina. Inna Allah yuhibbu tawabina wa yuhibbu al-mutatahirin. For God loves those who turn to Him constantly, tawabina, and He loves those who keep themselves pure, mutatahirin, who keep themselves pure and clean, mutatahirin. We have two notes there, 247 against azan, pollution, and 248 against ordained for you by God. 247, first, pollution, azan. 247, azan. It means hurt, pollution, full stop. Both aspects must be remembered, full stop. Viewers, pardon me, it's raining here, so the background you are hearing is rainfall falling on the zinc above. I hope you bear with me. Okay. Azan, hurt, pollution. Both aspects must be remembered, full stop. Physical cleanliness and purity make for health, bodily and spiritual. But the matter should be looked at from the woman's point of view as well as the man's. Full stop. To her, there is danger of hurt, and she should she should have every consideration. Mm, full stop. In the animal world, instinct is a guide which is obeyed in the animal world. Man should, in this respect, be better. He is often worse. So, in the even animals, they are guided by instinct as to when to have sex. If you have animals at home, you see that sometimes a male sheep may go behind the female. Huh? I don't know whether trying to smell something at the female or something. These are instincts. Mm. But instead of us to be better at that, we are rather worse. Mm. Oh, um, I'm not clean. I have blood coming from you. Say, get out. Go and lie down. Eh? Something like that. Mm. Or please, I'm not clean. Say, no, I will have it. My body is hot. I can't go back. No, there is self-restraint here too. So everything about religion is about self-restraint. Mm. But man is often worse. And that was note 247 to sign 222. Let's go to note 248 now. 248. Against ordained by God. Hateful. Hateful means hateful. So the word hateful is now explained here. It's in italics and followed by colon. A comprehensive word. A comprehensive word referring to manner, time, and place. So you don't sleep with your woman in any manner that you like. The conventional manner is most appropriate. Pardon me to say, don't turn your woman upside down and that kind of thing. The manner, time, or place, and the time too when she's ready, not when she's not ready. Oh, let me feed the child first. The child is crying. Say no, let's do it first. And time and place. You don't do it anywhere. Not in the kitchen, not in the sitting room, not anywhere in the house, but in the bedroom. This is the mannerism concerning sex in Islam. The most delicate matters are here referred to in the most discreet and yet helpful terms. In sex, morality, manner, time, and place are all important. And the highest standards are set by social laws, by our own refined instinct of mutual consideration. And above all, by the light shed by the highest teachers from the wisdom which they receive from our Maker, who loves purity and cleanliness in all things. And that's note 248, the second note to sign 222. Let's go to sign 223. Nisa'akum hartulakum. Nisa'akum hartulakum. Your wives are as a tilth, Tilth, tilth. There is a note to that, but not until we finish. Nisa'akum hartulakum. A tilth unto you. Fa'atu hartakum. Fa'atu hartakum anna shi'tum. Fa'atu hartakum anna shi'tum. So approach your tilth when and how you will. Anna shi'tum. When and how you will. Wakademu li'anfusukum. Wakademu li'anfusukum. But do some good act for your souls beforehand. Kadamu, kadamu li anfusikum. Do do some good act for your souls beforehand. Anfusikum, your souls. Hmm? وَاتَّقُوا اللَّهَ وَاتَّقُوا اللَّهَ, and fear God. وَأَعْلَمُوا أَنَّكُمْ مُلَاقِيهُ وَأَعْلَمُوا أَنَّهُمْ مُلَاقُوهُ وَأَعْلَمُوا أَنَّكُمْ مُلَاقُوهُ. And fear God, and know that ye are to meet him, into brackets, in the hereafter, into brackets, in the hereafter. ملاقوه. وبشر المؤمنين وبشر المؤمنين, and give these good tidings to those who believe, and this give good tidings to those who believe. I suppose that what is being said here, Muhammad should give it to his followers, those who believe in, they should learn this lesson. وَبَشِّرُ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ, and give these good tidings to those who believe. This is in brackets. Without it, it reads, and give good tidings to those who believe. Pardon me. And give good tidings to those who believe. And that's note 250 to sign 223. Huh? Yes. Now let's go to sign 224. Let's go to sign 224. ولا ولا يجعلوا الله هردة ولا يجعلوا الله هردة لأيمانكم لأيمانكم, and make not God's name an excuse in your oaths, an excuse in your oaths. لأيمانكم, an excuse. Excuse is urdatan. لأيمانكم, an excuse in your oaths. And make not God's name. The name is in brackets. It's not actually in the Arabic text, but here, and make without the brackets, it reads, and make not God, and make not God's an excuse in your oaths, in your oaths. لأمانكم, أن أن تبروا أن تبروا وتتقوا أن تبروا وتتقوا in your oaths against doing good or acting rightly. And taburu watataku, against doing good and acting right. Tabaru period, doing good, and tataku, acting right. Or making peace between persons. Watuslihu bain and nas, and making peace between persons. Nas. Wa tuslihu bain and nas, and making peace between persons. Wallahu sami'un alimun. Wallahu sami'un alimun. For God is one who heareth, Sami'un, and knoweth all things. Sami'un alimun. 251 is against knoweth all things. God knows all things. 251. That's the note. Note 251. Let me read 254. zero. I don't know if we read 250. I don't think we did. After 249, we didn't. So let's go to 250 to the previous sign. Our highest spiritual ambition should be the hope of meeting God. Full stop. To uphold such a hope is to give glad tidings to people of faith. Mm. It would only be it would only be unrepentant. It would only be unrepentant sinners who would fear the meeting with God. Mm. Note how the most sensuous matters are discussed frankly and immediately taken up into the loftiest regions of spiritual upliftment. And that was the second part of the second note to sign 223. 250. Now we go to the note to sign 224, which we have just read. And it's 251. God heareth and knoweth. 251. The Arabs had many special kinds of oaths, comma, for each of which they had a special name in their language. Full stop. Some of them related to sex matters and caused misunderstanding, comma, alienation, comma, division, or separation between husband and wife. This and the following three verses refer to them. That's this very verse, sign, and the following three verses refer to them. That's 25, 26, 27. 25, 26, 27 refer to them. In chapter 2, 2 to 4, that this very chapter, we are first of all told in perfectly general terms that we are not to make an oath in the name of God in an excuse for not doing the right thing when it is pointed out to us. People do it still. He's not doing the right thing. I say, Wallahi, Wallahi, especially our illiterate Muslims. They are not going by the right. They say wallahi, wallahi, for nothing. Just you can hear it all the time in Zongo, wallahi, 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 just like that, like a song. Mm. Okay. Uh, Terms that we are not to make an oath in the name of God an excuse for not doing the right thing when it is pointed out to us, or for refraining from doing something which will bring people together. If we are swayed by anger or passion or mere caprice, sorry, full stop is a sentence. No, yes. If we are, if we were swayed by anger or passion or mere caprice, well, that is a sentence. That's it. Because mere people is together, which will bring people together. Full stop. Full stop. Then new sentence. If we are swayed by anger or passion or mere caprice, another full stop. God knows our inmost hearts. God knows our inmost hearts. Who was Sami'un Alimun. He knows our inmost hearts and right conduct. mm, and not obstinacy or quibbling is what he demands from us. Not obstinacy or quibbling is what he demands from us. Quibbling, in case I don't call it well, is spelled Quibbling. Like I say, my memory is expiring, or is full. And that was note 251 to sign 224. Let's go to 255. Let's go to 225. La yu'ahizukum Allahu billagwi fi aymanikum. La yu'ahizukum Allahu billagwi fi aymanikum. God will not call you to account for thoughtlessness in your oaths. Lagwi, thoughtlessness. Lagwi here is thoughtlessness. The aymanakum, your oaths. Aymanakum, your oaths. Walakinna yu'ahizukum bima kasabtum kulubukum. Walakinna yu'ahizukum bima kasabtum kulubukum. But for the intention in your hearts, making mere oaths, God will not take it into account. But what is in your hearts is what matters. And He is oft forgiving, most forbearing. Wallahu ghafurun rahimin. Wallahu ghafurun rahimin. And He is most forgiving, most forbearing, halimun, most forbearing, halimun. Note 252, against what is in our hearts. It's been held that thoughtless oaths, OATHS, it's been held that thoughtless oaths, if there is no intention behind them, can be expiated by an act of charity. Yes. If you just blow out something from your mouth, you just say something thoughtlessly, and the next time you see somebody, you do some small charity, it will be cancelled, expiated by an act of charity. That's 252. That's note 252 to sign 225. Let's go to 226. Let's go to 226. للذين يغلون من نسائهم تربد أشهر. For those who take an oath for abstention from their wives, a waiting for 4 months is ordained. للذين يغلون من نسائهم تربد 4 أشهر. فإن فاءوا فإن الله غفور رحيم. فإن فاءوا إن الله غفور رحيم. If then they return, God is oft forgiving, most merciful. فإن آؤوا Yes. فإن فآؤوا فإن الله غفور رحيم. But if they return, God is oft forgiving, most merciful. There doesn't seem to be any commentary there, any note there. No. So let's go on to 227. 227. فإن فإن أزموا الطلقة فإن الله سميع عليم. But if their intention is firm for divorce, God heareth and knoweth all things. فإن أزموا طلقة فإن الله, as azamu, firm and firm on for divorce, intention, firm and divorce. If the intention is firm on divorce, but in azamu atalaku, for inna Allah sami'un alimun. Here there is a note 253, and God knoweth all things. 243. God knoweth all things. 253. That's the note to Psalm 227. Verses 225 to 27 should be read together with verse 224. We've been told already that 224, 225, 227 should all be read together. The latter thought it is perfectly general. The latter, comma, though not thought. The latter, comma, though it is perfectly general, leads up to the other three. The latter, though perfectly general, leads up to the other three. Then paragraph. The pagan Arabs had a custom very unfair to women in wedlock, and this was suppressed by Islam. Sometimes, in a fit of anger or caprice, a husband would take an oath by God not to approach his wife just for some flimsy. Oh, Asil Jahilin, that's a period of ignorance. A husband would take an oath by God not to approach his wife, that by the primitive unlettered Arabs. Pardon me, prophet was unlettered, but not unlettered because he was lettered by God directly through the angel. By oath by Allah not to approach his wife. This deprived her conjugal rights. This deprived her conjugal rights. But at the right here is Rights. But at the same time kept her tied to him indefinitely. So even though you are with your husband tied to him, you can't move out, and yet you cannot have sex with him. But people overlook this. So women's rights started long ago, about 1,400 years ago. Today, people are still doing it. I'm telling you, people have married women, they are there, they will not sleep with them, and they will not allow them go out. They will sleep with them too. And when they see them talking to a man, hey, huh? You see, I don't know. All right. So some of us are still living like primitive people, like the primitive Arabs. This deprived her of conjugal rights, but at the same time kept her tied to him indefinitely, so that she could not marry again. Yes. Uh, if the husband was remonstrated with, he would say that his oath by God bound him. But God didn't ask you to swear. Full stop. Islam, in the first place, disapproved of thoughtless oaths, but insisted on proper, solemn, intentional oaths being scrupulously observed. Full stop. In a serious matter like that affecting a wife, if the oath was put forward as an excuse, the man is told that it is no excuse at all. Full stop. God looks at intention, not mere thoughtless words. Full stop. The parties, the parties are allowed a period of 4 months to make up their minds and see if an adjustment is possible. You shouldn't go beyond the 4 months. You won't sleep with your wife. Nobody can talk to her. And 6 months, 5 months, 6 months, a year, no, it shouldn't be more than you should make up your minds within 4 months. Mm. That's the wisdom in Islam, wisdom in the Quran. And see if an adjustment is possible. Full stop. Reconciliation is recommended, but if they are really determined against reconciliation, it is unfair to keep them tied indefinitely. And that is note 253 to sign 227. Pardon me. Let's go to sign 228. Mm. Uh, uh, Wamuta, Walmutalakatu, Walmutalakatu, Yatar Basuna, Walmutalakatu, Yatara Basna, بأنفسهم ثلاثة ثلاثة قروء ثلاثة قروء. Diverse women shall wait concerning themselves for 3 months, for 3 monthly periods. Diverse women shall wait concerning themselves for 3 monthly periods. And it is not lawful for them to hide what God hath created in their wombs. وَلَا يُحِلُّ لَهُنَّ وَمَا يُحِلُّ لَهُنَّ أَنْ يَكْتَمُونَ مَا خَلَقَ اللَّهُ فِي الْأَرْحَامِهِنَّ في الأرحامهن في الأرحامهن. It's not lawful for them to hide. Yaktumuna, yaktumuna, hide what God had created in their wombs. They didn't create what is in the womb, is God. So it's not lawful for them to hide it. Fil arhami hinna. In kunna yu'minuna billahi wa in kunna yu'minuna billahi wa yawmil akhirati. If they have faith in God and the last day. Full stop. واليوم الآخرة وبو وبؤلتهن ولبتهن الحق وبؤلتهن الحق بردهن في ذلك إن أرادوا إصلاحا if they have faith in God and their husbands have the better right to take them back in that period. if they wish for reconciliation. In aradu islahi, if they wish for reconciliation. Mm. Let me see if I can read it better. Mm. وَبُيُولِهُنَّ الْحَقٌ بِرَدِيهِنَّ فِي ذَلِكَ إِنْ أَرَادُوا إِصْلَاحًا. وَلَهُنَّ مثل الذي عليهن بال بالمعروف بالمعروف. uh, and their husbands have better rights to take them back if they wish her. And women shall have rights similar to rights against them. Women shall have rights similar to rights against them. RIGHTS, in case I don't call it well. Some people may think rice, RISCE, no, rights. I don't talk well these days, pardon me. Uh, and women shall have rights similar to the rights against them, according to what is equitable. Mm. Uh, ولهن ولهن مثل الذي عليهن بالمعروف. وللرجال عليهن درجة والله عزيز حكيم. And women shall have right similar to the rights against them. Mittul allazi alayhinna, rights against them, according to what is equitable, ma'ruf, alayhinna, bil ma'ruf, according to what is equitable. But men have a degree. But men have a degree. Is that all? No, but men have a degree over them. Yes, but men have a degree over them. وَلِلرِّجَالٌ عَلَيْهِنَّ دَرَجَةٌ, have a degree over them. رِجَالٌ, men. لِلرِّجَالٍ عَلَيْهِنَّ دَرَجَةٌ, and men have a degree over them. Have a degree over them. Darajatun alayhinna, over them. Wallahu azizun hakim. And God is exalted in power, wise. Wallahu azizun hakim. And God is exalted in power, wise. And I've always said it. This is how the Quran often ends. After every verse or group of verses, to warn us that God is always hearing. God is merciful. God is compassionate. God is wise. God is all powerful. I don't think it's there in any scripture, in any of the books that came before the Quran. And that is the end of the section 28. We shall now do, not yet, we have to do the notes. Which is note 254 and then 254, 255. 254 is wish for reconciliation. 254. Islam tries to maintain the marriage state as far as possible, especially where children are concerned, but it is against the restriction of the liberty of men and women in such vitally important matters as love and family life. Do I take it again? Islam tries to maintain the marriage state as far as possible, especially where children are concerned, but it is against the restriction of the liberty of men and women in such vitally important matters as love and family life. Full stop. It will check hasty action as far as possible by giving periods to wait before to wait for reflection before separation. Uh, it will check hasty action as far as possible and leave the door to reconciliation open at many stages. Full stop. Uh, even after divorce, a such even after divorce, a suggestion of reconciliation is made, comma, subject to certain precautions, even after divorce. Mm, into brackets, mentioned in the following verses. We are yet to go there. Mm, mentioned in the following verses, into brackets, against thoughtless action. And I suppose that will be from verse 229 of section 29 going. Mm. A period of waiting, IDAT, for 3 monthly courses is prescribed in order to see if the marriage conditionally dissolved is likely to result in issue. Mm. To see if the marriage conditionally dissolved is likely to result in issue. Full stop. But this is an but this is not necessarily but this is not necessary where the divorced woman is a virgin, of course. So if you have taken her as a wife and you haven't yet consummated the marriage, it's an exception. There is an exception there. Mhm. If the married, if the divorced woman is a virgin, Quran 33, sign 49. Quran 33, sign 49. Mm, full stop. It is definitely declared that women and men shall have similar rights against each other. So it's not the Westerners who are teaching us uh, to give women rights equal to men. No, it was done 1,400 years earlier. Mm. Let me repeat it. It is definitely declared that women and men shall have similar rights against each other. Uh, and that's note 254 to sign 228. Let's go to the next. That is note 254. Yes, 254 to sign 228. Let's go to the second note, which is 255 first. 2555, which gives the man darajatun, uh, power over the woman. Mm. But or degree, but men have a degree over them, over the women. Let's go there. 255. The difference in economic position, pardon me, uh, the difference in economic position between the sexes makes the man's rights and liabilities a little greater than the woman's. Mm. Quran Quran 6:14 IV 14. Quran 6:14. No, Quran 6:34, not 14. Quran 6:34. 6 is, I think, is unarmed. Quran 6 verse 34 refers to the duty of a man to maintain the woman, mm, and to a certain difference in nature between the sexes. Full stop. Subject to this, the sexes are on terms of equality in law and in certain matters, and in certain matters, the weaker sex is entitled to special protection. And that is note 255 to sign 228. We stop here at the section, that's section 28, and go to section 29 in our next episode, God willing. Thank you very much. Bye bye. Au revoir. May God be with you all.